with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt them.
So what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So downs, you want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Off the play fake, Huntley. He'll buy some time right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of...
What else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding...
A team now. Here's a 1st and 10. Throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Micah Parsons, the rookie out of Penn State, in to drop him for the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Back to throw. Huntley looking here for Smith downfield. And this one incomplete. A 50-50 ball in the end, nearly intercepted. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Power running by Zeke. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
On second down, it's Elliott. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Cowboys 24, Washington nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Callaway, the return man. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On second down now, it's Moore hopping over the top. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Bowden. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's good for Washington. First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
They'll try the left side. Moore. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give right side. Moore. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Off play action. Huntley escaping the pressure right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Elliott running right. Fighting through. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Prescott now. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
This is Elliott. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. We'll check on his status when we get back. On third down, Elliott. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be first and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. Elliott. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. Again, it's Elliott. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. Here's Elliott. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now fourth and goal. And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in this same.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Throwing on third and long. Huntley. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Let's go 47. Got four down. 86 on the go.
To throw is Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
That's track. Hey, check back 11. I got it.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Check 13. Check 13. Switch.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, Pollard. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Greg Zerline on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Callaway, the return man. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Huntley. Airing it out deep for Smith. Of the way this one's gone.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his oil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well.
Mike 38, Mike 38. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Go.
Off the play fake. Huntley. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Randy Gregory able to record his 5th sack of the season. To throw on 3rd down. Huntley. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain of 22. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. To throw on 2nd down. Huntley. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Off play action. Huntley. Eluding the pressure right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Washington. Devontae Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. Extra point attempt here still to come. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he will finally be taken out of bounds.
109 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That type of run right there, that just fires me up when I watch it, because that's maybe the most underrated aspect of his game. The ability to break tackles and know where the 1st down chains are and pick them up.
He's tough, good pedigree. Dad Stacy was a linebacker at Missouri.
Yeah, and how about Mom on the track team? So I think that's where the speed came from. And she's not shy about letting us know that, too.
Yeah, I got the best of both worlds. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And Zerline's kick is good. and that will make the lead now 26.
So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Moore. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. On 2nd down now. It's Moore. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. Huntley. Looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Cowboys 33, Washington 7.
Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, check. We're going to 53.
They'll run left with Pollard, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Bryan Anger now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here comes Pettis on the return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Huntley to throw. Again, he finds more. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Huntley. And Thomas has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second and 8 coming up. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, it's Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Here's Bryan Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Flushed out right. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Check, 42's the line. Hey, watch the lane.
Off the play fake. Huntley. Off to Thomas on the left side.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
3 down,
Here's Huntley.
check, catch 42.
This is Smith with the ground. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
To throw, Huntley.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth
you'd
quarter.
say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
They find some open field here. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and all the way down to the 5.
109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was a game where they were off and running in the 1st quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the...
Back again up in the